Nancy Shaw with Healthy Living. Today, our guest is Stacy Hogan. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Stacy is a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor here on staff at Ames Parks and Recreation. And we are very excited to introduce a new class that will be on our group fitness schedule, Kickbox Boot Camp.
Yes.
It sounds awesome.
It is a great workout. It's for everybody and anybody who wants to get a good total body conditioning workout. It can be as high or low intensity as a participant wants it to be, but it's always high energy and a lot of fun.
People really like hitting things, don't they?
Oh yes, it's great for stress relief, and yeah, just think about who you're upset with that day.
Right, and then just let it out.
Let it out, yeah.
Yeah, kickbox is really big in fitness right now, and the bags are really big. We're seeing them at a lot of different facilities and in a lot of different classes. So what do you think will attract people to this class?
Just the fun environment. It's open to all different fitness levels, and the group atmosphere, it's just very supportive. I don't know what it is about kickboxing, but we're all cheering each other on, encouraging people to push a little harder, a little faster, but still taking care of themselves and just having fun. I think that's the...
It is fun. It is very fun. And you said it's for all levels.
Yes. Yep.
So you told me, I think, or in another conversation, that you have seen, of course, younger people, but then you've seen even a lot of older adults that really are getting into kickbox.
Yes. First off, I started taking my daughters when they were 12 to kickboxing, and my husband also, and they thoroughly enjoy it and have a great time, and keep asking, where can we go do more and do more. I've had people in class from teens all the way into their 70s and possibly then some. Yep, because it's really what you want to bring to it, and how intense you want to make it. And it's just great hand-eye coordination, flexibility, balance is another thing that...
Which is something older adults are always very aware of and trying to improve.
Right.
We all should be trying to improve, actually.
Of course.
Older adults, but. So we know that kickbox is clearly a cardio workout, but you mentioned strength as well?
Yes, with the boxing, whether it's the punching or the kicking, it is using your entire body. The resistance is the bag. You're integrating both your lower body with your upper body. The core is involved, so a lot happening at the same time. Neat because you just feel so connected with your body at the end, bringing it all together.
Which is a great feeling. And so we punch and we kick.
We punch and we kick. Yep.
And you just take all that frustration out on that bag.
Get it out on the bag, and then you go home and your family's happy and you get a great night's sleep.
And you worked it out.
You worked it out.
So our class in particular that we're going to be starting is Kickbox Boot Camp. So not only are we using the bags, but why don't you talk a little bit about what happens off the bags? Off the bag,
it's body weight exercises, anywhere from squats to jumping jacks, think a lot of calisthenics, some plyometric, with the option to take, the hop out. Everything is modifiable.
Right.
A lot of just body weight exercises.
Okay. Yeah. So you come, you punch, you do push-ups, you just get it all out and you work total
maybe one
body.
burpee or two.
And maybe a burpee or two. And of course, as you mentioned already, everything is modifiable, which makes it able for all ages to do it. So, and at Parks and Recreation, we really stress the different modifications that people can do to make it a safe workout. Speaking of a workout, I'm going to put on the gloves because that is part of the class.
Yep.
You wear gloves that participants will purchase from us if they would like us to purchase them, or if they have some or want to purchase on their own. So I'm going to put on the gloves.
You're going to put on the gloves.
And you're going to show me a few punches and kicks that we might see in a Kickbox Boot Camp class.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Sounds good. We also will have wraps available to participants, and we'll instruct them on how to put those on at the beginning of the sessions.
And what is the benefit of wearing a wrap?
They just add support to the knuckles and the wrist to help with the impact of the bag.
And I know this is a question I just want to put out there. This doesn't hurt your hands, right? Because I know somebody's probably, and I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you because I'm sure people are thinking, okay, is that going to hurt my hands?
No. And at the end of the day, you're in charge of your own punches
How
and
hard
your
you
own
punch.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
How do you get the second one on?
You can ask a buddy.
Ask a buddy.
Or
I'm
you
like,
figure.
It's pretty cool.
So before.
See, I already feel powerful on these things.
That's right. So before we can throw a punch, we have to know how to stand.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you stand with your feet hip width apart.
Okay.
And then take a generous step back. Turn the toes out just slightly. And then you're gonna hinge at your hips and bend those knees a little bit. So you're sitting in that back, foot. All right. Hands come up. So you're gonna have the gloves underneath your eyes. Yep.
Okay.
Elbows are pointed down and parallel. First punch is a jab. It's number one. It's gonna come from your left hand from the front.
Okay.
And it's gonna come straight out. And as you turn into that, you're gonna make contact with the first two knuckles of your fist. So it's that way. And I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm going to have you also turn your body sideways.
Okay.
That way you make yourself a smaller.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, you're making yourself a smaller target, but
Okay.
keeping your eyes forward.
Okay.
Yep.
And so when you have people start punching these, do you just kind of tell them to go light and get the feel?
Just get a
'Cause
feel for it.
It feels very different
Yeah.
than having something contact on at the end of your
That's
jab.
what is so rewarding. Boom. That's a pop. So that's the thing. All right. And then punch number two.
Okay.
And it's referred to as the number two punch or the cross punch or the straight punch. That's coming from the backside. I actually also think it's one of the more difficult punches because two things are required to happen at the same time. First, that punch is coming out.
Okay.
Same thing. You're turning into it, making contact with those first two knuckles, and at the same time keeping that other hand up so you're protecting your face.
Gotcha.
The second part of the punch is coming from your back leg. So you're going to lift that heel and pivot on the ball of your foot. So
adding a little rotation,
Yep.
making sure people get that pivot is probably very important to keep.
you want to protect that knee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And
and
all
this
these-
has got to be it as well. Okay.
Yep. And that's the gist. Those are the fundamental first two punches, which most punching combinations are going to include one, if not both of those.
Okay. So really getting those two techniques down is going to be important because a lot of jabs are
Yeah.
those two.
There are a few other punches that we'll introduce in class and mix it up,
Okay.
keep it interesting.
All right. What about kicks?
Kicks! I love kicks. So the main kick is the roundhouse.
Okay.
And you don't have to have your gloves on if you don't want for this, but you can keep them on.
I feel powerful. Yeah.
All right, so the roundhouse, you step up. The important part is that the insole of your foot is pointed towards the bag, and then you raise that other foot. And
Holy cow. Okay.
but it's a quicker motion.
Right. And it's definitely balance, right?
There's where your balance comes in. Yep. Perfect.
Well, I don't know about perfect, but I can tell.
So you step into it with that foot. So your foot's parallel to the bag.
Okay. She makes it look really easy.
And that's the fun part when you get on there with a partner.
Right.
You go back and forth and you can push
that's
each other.
very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very fun. So you'll do some jabs and you'll do some kicks, and then will you ever combine a combination with jabs and kicks?
Mostly we'll do upper body and then we'll go to the floor and work lower body when you're off the bag.
Gotcha.
So we'll switch 3 minutes on the bag, do an upper body, 3 minutes on the floor working lower body, and then we'll go
up.
back to 3 minutes on the bag working lower body and working upper body on the floor.
So you really are getting it all.
You're getting it all.
Getting it all and sweating
Total
at the
body.
same time.
And having fun.
And having fun.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of laughing going on
Yes.
as we work. So we're really excited to bring this class to Parks and Recreation. We'll be starting this spring. The class will begin Fridays at 11:20 to 12:05, and Stacy will be our instructor for the class. So, Stacy, thank you for joining us today. We're really excited to offer a Kickbox Boot Camp class. So if you would like information on Kickbox Boot Camp or any of our classes on our group fitness schedule, you can check it all out online at amesparkrec.org or give me a call at 239-5353. Stacy, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having
teaching
me.
us about Kickbox Boot Camp.
Very excited.
And I'm Nancy Shaw with Healthy Living. And remember, it's never too late to get fit.